It follows the path. Look, if you see that, it looks almost identical, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're saying, yo, this is the path that we need, so let's start a brush fire.
Tarzan, Rapunzel, Elsa, and Anna are all related, right?
What? Courage the Cowardly Dog, the pink dog, you know what I mean?
Purple, bro.
Pink/purple.
It's purple.
It's purple.
In the vault, there's like the tunnel, right? And then there's 3 rooms.
One of the room is full of seeds, right?
Yeah. The other 2 are empty when the apocalypse comes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if like the elites go here to like
survive? That each year the Super Bowl logo colors determine who goes to the Super Bowl.
I heard of that.
The Super Bowl logo has been released for the next year, 2026, and guess what colors are on it?
The Cowboy
baby
colors.
Blue and blue. Can't wait till next year, baby. We back.
Bro, the Eiffel Tower is like satanic. It's somewhat like connected to the Illuminati, cause
everything is connected at this point, bro. Welcome to the Overthinkers podcast, where we talk about conspiracy theories
and stories.
My name is Marco.
My name's Melissa, and let's get into it.
Have you heard about obviously, you know, in California, the fires are going on in LA, right?
Yeah.
And they're big fires. But have you heard about the theory about it? A lot of people are talking about it on TikTok and everything.
I haven't heard about inventing theory.
So this is how the theory goes, right? So the theory is that, you know, the LA fires, that they're supposedly being done on purpose in order to turn LA into a smart city.
A smart city?
Yeah. So a smart city is essentially like making it more like efficient, more safe, and like also with the public transportation like more efficient, right?
Yeah.
And this is really sus because I don't know if you know this, but LA is hosting the Olympics, right?
The Olympics, yeah.
In 2028. So that's only within a couple of years. And all of a sudden they're trying to make it on the smart city list. Right.
Wait, I heard like they're trying to like encourage like public transportation more.
Yes.
That's like how they're doing.
Let me get into it. You can get into it, right? So like I said, LA is gonna host the Olympics.
Yeah.
In 2028, and then now they're trying to become a smart city, right? So essentially, this is us. So the governor of California, you know, Newsom.
Yeah.
So he's trying to build it's called the high-speed rail.
Yeah, like a bullet train,
essentially. Because I don't know if you know, but there's no bullet trains in the United States.
Yeah.
So he wants to make the first one in California. And the bullet train, it's really sus because, like, the map compared to where the wildfires are, they, like, almost identical, right? So, like, in the bullet train, the map, it starts from, they want to connect it from all the way from Northern California, San Francisco, Sacramento, all the way to L.A., and San Diego, right?
Yeah. And
if you compare, like, side by side, the high-speed rail map compared to the wildfires, let me show you real quick. They look almost identical. Like, almost to the T. And my thing is like, how in the world is it? Like, it follows the path. Look, if you see that. It looks almost identical, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're saying, yo, this is the path that we need, so let's start a brush fire or let's start, you know, arson, you know, stuff like that. And that's one thing, right? And then coming to find out after a couple of days, the mayor.
Oh, weren't they like going after like the mayor of LA?
Yeah, so the mayor, they're going after her because it's a lot of sus stuff and things that don't make any sense. Like, for example, one of the things is that the mayor. So I understand if you're a governor or a senator, you go to like other countries and stuff.
Yeah.
But guess where she went? Not on vacation. I forgot what she went there for, but she went to Ghana, Africa. But you're the city mayor. You're not like a governor. You're not like, you know, politician or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Then she went to Ghana, and she heard about the fire, so she had to hurry up and come back. So she went to Ghana in Africa, right?
Yeah.
And that another thing also is that I think it was like she also cut $17 million in budget.
I heard about that.
So obviously, you know, at the end of the year for next year, they talk about the budget for the fire department, the police department, all that. And she cut in total $17 million for 2025 budget.
That's crazy.
That's a lot, especially like a city, you know.
Especially LA, because LA is so big and everything.
It's so big, you need the budget for it, you know, the fire trucks and firemen and all that. And she cut $17 million for 2025 budget. And not only that, so I don't know if you know this also, that so the fire chief, I think she's a female. She got interviewed by like the news.
Wait. I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
She got interviewed, right?
Yeah.
And then they were because people losing their house, and I think at this time they didn't know the death toll yet. Yeah. So I think it was only like 4 or 3 so far. And obviously they're gonna ask her like harder questions to answer, right? And they were asking her questions, and she's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna say it." Because you know how usually when you interview people like that are like hired by like the mayor, you kind of like back up the mayor, you know what I mean? You don't really grill them. And she said, she's like, "You know what? I'm just going to come out and say it. We have over 100 fire trucks that are out of service because we don't have mechanics."
Damn.
So you're telling me you didn't have enough mechanics because of the budget cuts to fix the trucks? Yeah. And you're telling me you just have them like in the yard, like just chilling and not being used. That could obviously help out with the manpower and the water and all that, you know what I mean, for the fires. So that's that. Obviously they got defunded, right? And then this is the thing. I was like, all right, this is done on purpose. So you know how in California it's well known to have wildfires, right?
Yes.
All the reservoirs. All the reservoirs.
All the what?
All the water things, right? The reservoir where the water storages, they were all empty.
During the fire,
they were empty for a cool minute. Like they're usually full because obviously when it rains and all that. But only that they have to store them for times like this, like during brush fires.
So
and
they were
like
empty before the fires.
Not before, but they were either emptied before or they've been like out of commission. Like they were empty for a while. But Palace, you know how one of the biggest fires was the Palisades fire?
Oh, yeah.
So it has its own little storage of water, a big one too. Right on top of the mountain, right close to the fire. And the thing is, they asked the mayor, "Hey, so how come this wasn't like, there was no water in there? Or you guys dumped it? What's going on?" And she literally said in an interview, the reason why there's no water there is because I guess they used tarps. They used tarps to hold the water, in the storage. And it had a cut on the tarp. And then they actually, I'm like, you're telling me you couldn't fix a tarp or fix it or duct tape or something? And they were like, yeah, unfortunately, the company that does it is really busy. And then not only that, okay, I'm like, okay, maybe I get that. And then they asked her, so how long was this not fixed for? Oh, this hasn't been fixed since over a year. So you're telling me you still haven't fixed a thing for over a year now, and you have no water, knowing that California is prone to fires.
Yeah.
And due to that, I don't know if you also heard this, that the water pump, like the fire hydrants.
Yeah.
They had water, but like the pressure wasn't high enough to go long ways for the firefighters when they use the water. Obviously, that didn't help them out when fighting the fires. And right now they're just grilling the mayor, bro. They're just grilling the mayor left and right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen that small video where she came from Ghana and a reporter caught off guard and interviewed her at the airport, and she would just stare into the camera, not answering any questions. I don't know what to say or what to do.
I have not seen that video.
Do you really think it was done on purpose?
Honestly, I don't know. But since you're saying that, I feel like I have seen some videos where people have been catching other people.
Yes.
Initiating the fire.
Yeah, there's videos where homeless, because there's just obviously there's bad people in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people groups of people who are catching people trying to make arson on top of the mountain close to the fires. And I remember one guy got caught with a fire extinguisher, a flamethrower, kind of like a little flamethrower thing. And they got him, and the police came and got him. But imagine if they didn't catch him.
That would have been a whole another fire.
And not only that, but if they caught him, how do you not know there's
other people
doing it?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Because right now, I think it's still going on. Obviously, the big ones were the 3, but now it's even more so because now there's another one here, a small one here, and obviously there's only so much manpower to the point where Northern California firefighters.
And then even firefighters from Mexico were
I think also Africa, Germany, and stuff like that. They're all coming because they're like, yo, this is like getting out of hand, you know. And then my thing is like, okay, if one of the things are off, okay, I get it. But like, there's too many like weird, you know, coincidence and all that. I really think there's some bad militia. I mean, think about it, right? Let's burn the. Obviously, you're not gonna tell the people, yo, can you guys move?
Yeah.
The only way to do it, I don't know if you know, but the only way to do it, kind of legally, is if you like somehow burn the land and all that. So now they can't. Another thing is the insurances.
I think
they
yeah,
stopped,
yeah.
And this is weeks. They stopped the insurances stopped like the plan. They're like, yeah, we can't cover you guys no more. Like weeks before
the fire.
Obviously, people didn't think too much of it. Like, I'll take my time. Like, there haven't been a fire in here. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it happened, and now millions of people
just lost their homes.
And most of these houses are like, you know, it's LA, so it's expensive, you know, millions of dollars of houses just gone. And like I was saying, was the only way to like kind of move them or forcefully move them, because, you know, if you try to do that, you know, those are people like with power and all that.
Yeah.
Is to make the land unsustainable to live. And what can you do with that? You burn the fires. You tear the house down and say, hey, you guys can't live here no more, but we'll buy the land for cheap. And that's where all those big companies come in. Hey, we'll offer you this and offer you that. You're like, well, I don't have insurance. I can't afford it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's really iffy, but in my opinion, maybe. And the next thing you know, the Olympics come. That's us.
It was pretty crazy, the fires.
Yeah, pretty crazy, the fires. But that's pretty much for the theory for the fires in LA.
So you seen the movie Tarzan, Rapunzel, and Frozen, right? Like, you have to see. Yeah, Disney of course. Movies. You have to see these movies and like or know of them. So basically, there's like a theory that Tarzan, Rapunzel, Elsa, and Anna are all related, right?
What?
So basically, okay, first I'm explaining Tarzan and like the Frozen and how they're connected. So you know in Frozen, right? Elsa and Anna, like when Elsa and Anna were little, their parents went on like a ship voyage, right? Okay, and then how did they die? Do you know how they died?
Didn't they get lost in the sea, something like that?
Or basically in the movie it showed a shipwreck, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
How did Tarzan start?
A shipwreck.
And they escaped, right? And they went to the jungle, and then that's how like the whole movie of Tarzan went, right? And it's like pretty like it's a coincidence that like these two like the timelines match up, right?
Also, think about it, Disney. Like they do stuff like that.
Where they do like a lot of like Easter eggs, like,
timelines, and all that.
Stuff, yeah. So like there's like there's like one reason why like they might be related, right? And another reason is like I'm gonna explain how Rapunzel and Elsa and Anna are related. So if you've seen Frozen, right, in the first half of the movie when it's Elsa's coronation, and then she says like open the gates, right, and then a lot of people come in the kingdom, right? You can see Rapunzel and Eugene like walking up towards the gates, right? And a lot of people are saying that like, oh, this must mean that like, you know, since Rapunzel is a princess and also like Elsa and Anna are like princesses, it must mean that like they're probably most likely related, right? And then probably because they know each other and like Rapunzel was invited to the coronation, it's another reason why like they must be related or they must know each other. They're somewhat connected, right? The other thing is that you know how like Rapunzel has magical powers, right?
Yeah, with
like
the hair, right?
Yeah, her hair. So basically, like when she sings this song, her hair can like heal anything, right? Who else has powers in these movies?
The Frozen Queen.
Elsa, yeah. So Elsa also has like frozen powers, like ice powers and stuff like that. So it just like shows that like they both have magical powers, like they must be like somewhat related or something, or like they must be somewhat connected again. And then based on like the theory that like they're related because they have magical powers, I guess you can also say that Tarzan has kind of magical powers since he can like talk to animals.
Well, he can talk to animals.
Yeah, he can talk to animals, which is not like.
Also, he's I guess strong. I don't know. If
I guess. So like it's kind of like shows that like where Tarzan, Rapunzel, and then Elsa and Anna could all be all related.
Well, now since we're in the topic of Disney movies, what is your favorite Disney movie?
Low key, I really like.
Look, before you even say anything, there's a lot of good movies out there. A lot of good Disney movies.
There's a lot of good Disney movies, but lately, low key, Disney has been flopping a lot.
Unfortunately, I have.
So it's kind of bad right now. But my favorite Disney
Tarzan's a good movie though.
Tarzan is a good movie. So Tarzan is a good movie, and it has a good soundtrack. Like the songs are really good.
Oh yeah, that's another part where Disney movies are good because the soundtracks it backs up the whole the whole movie.
But my favorite movie would probably be Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Yes, that movie's so good. It's like my comfort movie. Like I watch it when like I'm like, oh my god, like this is so like relaxing and like like it's a comfort movie. You know what that means, right?
What do you mean comfort movie?
Like a comfort movie, like. You watch it when like you're kind of like stressed out and like
you know what I mean? Makes you chill. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess a movie for me would be there's a lot of good ones.
There is a lot of good ones.
There's a lot of good ones, but nobody can go wrong with The Incredibles. Incredibles is a classic. Come on.
Okay, Incredibles is good. I didn't really like it that much.
What?
Yeah.
Not even. All right. I'll be honest. You know how they always say, and it's so true. The first one,
yes,
always
the first
the
one,
better.
yes.
The first in every good like trilogy, the first one is always the best. The first one, Incredibles, is always was the best. Mm-hmm. I think they came out with the second one.
The second one, and low-key, I still haven't seen the second one.
I was like, nah.
Yeah.
That ain't the move.
Yeah, Disney movies lately are not that.
But there's a lot of Easter eggs. That's what I'm saying. Like what you just said about the theory, like it makes sense because Disney is well known for
for connecting like multiple movies.
Dots, Easter eggs, and I don't know if you know, but there's a lot of Easter eggs where like movies that haven't came out yet in Disney.
Wait, yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Movies that haven't came out yet, they put like the character in another movie, but like as a statue or in a photo.
Yeah,
and you're like, wait. This movie came out before that new movie. How is it possible? Oh, because they already knew, hey, we're making a dinosaur movie. Let's put a dinosaur statue. That looks exactly the same as a character that comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But basically, that's how, like, the theory of, like, Rapunzel being related to Tarzan and, like, Tarzan possibly being, like, brother to, like, Elsa and Anna.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
When you grew up, right, I was born in 99, so, my favorite network to watch was Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Cartoon Networks.
But did you ever watch, or Disney movies and Disney shows, but did you ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes, that show was so good.
You don't think it was scary? Be honest, you don't think it was scary?
Scary?
Or like, kind of. Like, dude, some of the episodes, when I was a kid, I was like, yo, what's going on? Like,
I never thought it was like scary.
No?
No.
Or creepy.
Creepy in some way, cause also like not gonna lie, the whole like the art style. Mm-hmm. I guess like as a kid.
Like think about it, right? Like some of the because the way I think about it is Courage the Cowardly Dog, the pink dog. You know what I mean?
Purple, bro.
Pink/purple.
It's purple.
Pink/purple. Agree, disagree. But anyways, essentially, like the whole show is just him taking care of his two owners.
Yeah.
Fighting against like creatures and stuff like that, right? So there's a theory about that. So the theory goes, so the show is, they're saying that the theory is based on the true story.
Is this a true story?
A true story. Just give me a second. So you know Eustace, right? The guy that wears the hat all the time.
Oh yeah.
And then Miriam, right?
Yeah.
So the characters from the Cartoon Network show is based on two people, right? They're called William and Margaret. And there were a couple that went missing March 6th, 1957 in New Mexico. And I think it was close to the border too. And it has been nearly 70 years and it is still a cold case. No bodies, no nothing. Right? But before they disappeared, they reported seeing, or they kept seeing, when they reported to the police, they kept seeing shadows or like creatures, which
that's pretty
matches with what's going on in the show. What does the show do? Or the main show about, like the dog protecting the owners, like I just said, about creatures or skinwalker or just weird figures, you know what I mean, trying to harm them. You know what I mean? But in the cartoon show, it's a dog, but in real life, it's a cat. So
Oh,
they
it's
had
a
a
cat?
cat. So they had a cat. And bro, when I tell you, their house looks exactly like the house,
Really?
almost to a T. I'll show you. So almost to a T, right? And if you look at the house, it looks almost identical.
It
In
does.
the middle of nowhere.
It really does.
And then if you think about it, like, if there's something going on there, the cops are not gonna get there. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere.
You're in the
so,
middle
like,
of nowhere. How do you know they have service? And then mind you, this is like in the 90s, 80s, 50s, yeah. Like, you don't know, like, you know, what their service or who you gonna call? The sheriff in town? Oh yeah, man, we're gonna be there in 30 minutes. Like, no. And so this is kind of, because, you know, I'm scared of the show, so, you know, it's kind of sketchy. So, like I said, a lot of people think they were either, like, abducted by, like, aliens. Because you know how it's New Mexico, you know how there's a lot of UFO sightings, you know that? And like I said, it's in the middle of nowhere. And a lot of people are saying that they were abducted by, like, the UFOs. Or, hear me out. So, back in those times, there was a well-known serial K, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say it because, you know, I'm not trying to get banned, you know.
So
a serial K, right? And then so during that time, this serial K, like his peak era, not peak era, but like peak of, like, you know, doing harm to people and unfortunately unaliving them in New Mexico. His name was actually David Parker. So David Parker was also called, because you know how usually the serial K's usually have like a nickname or something like that. So his nickname was the Toy Box.
The Toy Box?
Unfortunately, the Toy Box. So
What name is that?
I know, right? The Toy Box. But unfortunately, like he mostly focused on like females. But every now and then he will have like male victims. But like they were saying how a lot of his victims, their bodies or their remains were never found. And that he lived only like 3 hours from where they lived, the couple. Right. Oh, and then also, when they reported to the cops about seeing creatures or screenwalkers, whatever they were seeing, a week after that, that's when they disappeared.
Damn.
So if you think about it, maybe like, I mean, think about it, right? If you're like a serial, you know, okay, you're so used to maybe like going houses, like in the city, but then you see a house in the middle of nowhere, you might be like, oh, that's a easy target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like easy to do, and also if you think about it. If you never reach the authorities and it happens, and they just say, unfortunately, he got to them, like he will have hella time to like dispose of the evidence, the bodies, and stuff like that. Because I guess when they disappeared, they disappeared without a trace. Like there was nothing in the house. I think they were saying, no blood, no nothing. But they were saying that it might be him, because he was only 3 hours from the house from where they lived, and they lived in the middle of nowhere, and that when they were reporting those like noises and seeing those shadows, figures, and all that, that he was like at the top of like his game, like he was like doing it like every week or something like that.
So he was like stalking them basically.
We don't know.
Watching them?
We don't know. We don't no. The people think that it might be him who like because during the 1950s he was like he wasn't caught yet, but he was like you know how they give him a nickname? The box killer. And he was very like in the news during those, because you know how like when there's a serial K on the loose, they be like, hey, yo, watch out, cause don't go out this weekend, because you know the guy might get you, the toy box guy would get you, and all that. And so he was well known, like, you know, top of his game during those years. So that's why we're saying maybe it connects, and maybe he got to them, unfortunately, or the UFOs. Or
what do you think it is like?
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it.
It does kind of make sense, yeah.
A serial K, during those times, you're in the middle of nowhere. If you're not armed, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're a cat? But also, like, back to the cartoon show, like, I don't know, man. Like, that show is really kind of giving me nightmares, to be honest.
Really?
Well, some of the episodes were, like, a zombie or, like weird stuff.
Yeah,
like, weird
stuff.
Or, like, I don't know if you remember this episode. Do you remember the diner one? Where, like, the pig is a diner? The pig is a chef? And they were feeding human burgers?
Wait,
You didn't know that? Oh,
dude, I watched the show when like I was
God.
like 7.
Okay, so
like how am I supposed
quick
to remember?
recap, right? So I think it was the guy and the dog, Courage the dog, and then the guy with the hat, right?
Yeah.
They go to the diner because they're hungry, and I don't know if you remember the truck. Do you
Yeah,
remember the truck?
I
The
think-
old ass
yeah,
truck.
yeah.
They pull up to the diner, and they're eating, right? And then because you know how his owner's always mean, the male guy, he's always mean to him. And then but Courage is always like, I don't know, man. He's always like nervous or aware. He's always aware of surroundings. Yeah. And so there was a guy, I think it was a businessman or something like that. He had a suitcase, I think. And then the chef was a pig, right? It's already sus. But the pig was like giving off like bad vibes. Mm-hmm. And then I forgot, but somehow the guy went to the bathroom or he went to like the back closet or something like that, and he never came back. And then every time he was serving burgers, that's good, huh? Like he was like, I was like, what the hell? Like, and then they come and find out, I think it was human burgers they were eating. But I don't know, stuff like that, man. Just like,
that's pretty weird. Low-key, I don't remember that episode. But
no,
the show was really good. Like,
no, the show was for sure good.
Yeah, it was
and it went on for a while too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what do you think happened?
Low-key, both theories, like
they make sense.
They make sense because like especially in the show, like the couple had like the whole strange like things that they saw and that happened to them. So it kind of makes sense that they were, and then how they reported like they were seeing stuff before. So it kind of makes sense. It was, and also something
if you think about it, like
supernatural
in certain states like that, because you know how like the whole Native American, like you know how back in the day have like ceremonials. Also, like, I don't know if you know this, but, like, when they bury, like, back in the day, when they bury, like, the Navajo or, like, Native American cemeteries, if you, like, mess with them or stuff like that, they're very, like, spiritual, like, bad vibes, like, skinwalkers and all that come out, supposedly. And I don't know, maybe they run into... Because, you know, the area is, like, just desert. You don't know what happened, like, in the early 50s, 60s, and 70s and all that. So, I don't know. Who knows? But UFO, nah, not that. But I did the serial guy. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's more realistic than like aliens.
Oh yeah, aliens are real. Bye guys. Aliens are real. Aliens are real.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the Courage the Cowardly Dog theory.
Well, you see movies where like they have those vaults, right, for like elites, you say, or like rich people in this case.
Like quote unquote Mark Zuckerberg. He's building the... I don't know if you... Do you know that?
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
So he's... Obviously, it wasn't supposed to come out, but in Hawaii, he bought, like, acres... Because, you know, he's a billionaire. He's the owner of Facebook, right? And he's building... Well, it's supposed to be secret underground bunker, but it's, like, tunnels and tunnels underneath the ground. But the acres go for miles and miles. But obviously, you need people to build them. Mm-hmm. So I guess the blueprints, they all came out and like.
Really? I've never heard of this.
You never heard of that?
No.
And then obviously these are hundreds of millions of dollars, and they have like garages. They have they're rich people, so like they're actually gonna have the top of the top stuff. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, what's going on, man? What do you know that we don't know? Obviously, we're just an average Joe, right?
Yeah.
But like, mind you, if he's one of the elite, you control Facebook, so you control social media. Maybe you have influence, you have power, you have money, so you could buy some info. Hey, yo, man, just letting you know, this year something's going on. You better build that bunker.
I mean, this kind of like connects to what I'm gonna say, cause basically in Norway, right? There's this vault called the Global Seed Vault, right? And basically, and mind you, it's in the middle of, like, the Arctic. Like, it's, like, Arctic is, like, ice and everything.
Yeah, all ice and all.
Yeah, so it's in the middle of the Arctic. And basically, this vault is used to, like, preserve seeds and, like, agriculture information. Because, like, this is, like, very important information in order to, like have
just in case, let's just say, for example, just in case, I don't know, an apocalypse happens.
Yeah, no, this is... The vault is the purpose of the vault was to preserve seeds and like in case there's
well, that makes sense because think about it, right? If everything, let's just say a volcano erupts, everything is destroyed. Yeah. The only way to rebuild is if you grow plants, trees, and stuff like that, and then with that comes more, I guess you can say animals, mammals, the soil, and then you can start farming and all that. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, and it makes sense, right? But look, when I show you the map, you're gonna be like. Oh, okay. Because basically in the vault, there's like the tunnel, right? And then there's 3 rooms. one of the room is like used for the seeds, and the two other ones.
Wait, one of the room is full of seeds, right?
Yeah, the other two are empty, like not currently in use. So a lot of people are saying, what if these two rooms are used for like they're like meant for elites, for like the like when the apocalypse comes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if like the elites go here to like?
But also my thing is, if it's that like, obviously we know about it, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, they don't have to show you a real map. They can just say, hey, this is what we have.
Yeah, like it's just like on the map
To throw you off, to throw you off. You know what I mean? Throw
on
people
this map,
off.
there's only 2 rooms, but like, what if there's like way
more
than like
or hundreds of tons? I mean, it makes sense.
So they're saying that like this vault is just a small part of a larger system of like
of
underground, underground bunkers.
So maybe
for, like,
that vault connects to like another vault that is
Yeah,
like food.
yeah.
I don't know, just stuff like I don't know. Humans.
And basically, when I was like researching this, like low key, like you seen or you played or seen the movie, like the show Fallout, right?
Fallout. Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't played the game, but like
I know there's a show, right? Didn't it come on
there's
Netflix?
a show on. No, not on Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, Amazon Prime.
But basically, I watched the Fallout show, and it's kind of like the same thing where like only rich people could buy the apocalyptic bunkers, while everybody else had to like fend for themselves. So it's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of it just reminded me of Fallout when like these bunkers are only for like rich people that can afford it, while like
think about this, right? If you know something's coming, that information or that place where you need to be at, obviously it's gonna be the top of the line. Only the top elites can get it, because because maybe think about this. We need the money to build more bunkers. So who do we go for? The elites. Yeah. The elites are gonna pay for any information. Hey, if you want information about what's gonna happen, where to be at, where not to be at, where to get your resources, send me $100 million, man. I got you a bunker. Don't worry. That's all it is.
And then now, like when you said the Mark Zuckerberg, it kind of like makes, because he's like of course like rich and like has a lot of money, so it just shows that like.
And also, why the area?
Why Hawaii?
Why Hawaii? Or why that specific area?
You won't know.
What does he know that we don't know?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he knows and like something's gonna happen?
Maybe a disaster or something like that, or a disease. I don't know.
Well, we'll never know, because we're not.
Well, we'll find out one day. We'll find out one day. Hopefully not in our lifetime.
For real.
I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash, but I got to say, have you heard about the Super Bowl logo theory? The NFL one.
I think I have heard of it. I think I know what you're going to say.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
It's a big conspiracy, especially since the Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl again.
Is it? Wait, okay, go on.
All right, let me go first, and then we'll see what you think, right? So this is the theory, right? The theory is that each year the Super Bowl logo colors determine who goes to the Super Bowl.
I heard of that.
Right? Mm-hmm. And for the past 4 years, this theory has been correct, except 1 year. But listen, hear me out. The people are saying that it was incorrect 1 year was because that year was a lunar year. So it skipped, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? And if you look at I'll show you this picture real quick. So if you look at this picture, right? So all the past Super Bowl logos, right? It's the Bengals and the Rams, yellow and orange, right? Eagles and Chiefs, green and red. And then this is the lunar year, the one where the Chiefs against the Ravens. Hold on, hear me out. Mm-hmm. That's the lunar year, right? That was I forgot who played. I think it was the Niners. Niners and Chiefs. But right, the Chiefs made it, so it's red.
Yeah.
But it's a lunar year, so it skipped. And then you know how it's purple? The Ravens lost the game before the Super Bowl. But since it was a lunar year, supposedly it skipped. But this year, which they're playing next week, which is again. What color is it? Red and green. The Chiefs and the Eagles. Once again, to the Super Bowl. It makes the theory correct. Based on that theory, I think the Chiefs are going to win again. They're going to win 3 Super Bowls again. Back to back. Called 3-peat. Also, that's one thing, right? Also, what's really sus. I was watching on TikTok. I was going viral too. The owner of the Chiefs, So you know how when you start a business or like, all right, for example, a good example of this is you know when you watch boxing or like big UFC fights?
Yeah.
That guy that says, "Are you ready to rumble?"
Yeah.
So you know how that's him. He owns that. So you can't say that on TV or anything because you can get sued. Guess what the owner of the Chiefs just did? Essentially, he did that, but for words.
For words?
For words. What word do you think he did? 3-peat. 3 Super Bowls. He bought that like word, so you can't use it in like T-shirts or anything without the Chiefs logo on it.
But it hasn't been a 3-peat though.
Not if you know you're gonna win. Bro, I'm telling you, the Chiefs. Look, a week after this episode, if the Chiefs win, the Chiefs are gonna win. I bet all my money on it. I'm telling you, they're gonna win, right? And then not only that, there's a lot of like iffy stuff. Like it makes sense because like I don't know if you watch the football games or like
like they say that the Chiefs like basically the
refs
Chiefs
are getting hit.
Yes, that
look,
the refs
I want
are
the Chiefs
being paid.
to look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a Chiefs hater, a Taylor Swift hater, or anything. But like, yo, some of those calls,
they're like,
I'm like, all right, buddy, you need to relax because you make it too obvious. For example, right? In the last game that the Chiefs played, they played the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
In the last play, it was fourth and something. It was a pass. The quarterback, Josh Allen from Buffalo, was scrambling for his life, and he threw it. Mm-hmm. He throws it like a couple feet off from the receiver, right?
Yeah.
So it was a no catch, right?
Yeah.
Here's where it comes in. The refs threw a flag.
For what?
Hold on. The refs threw a flag, right? And then, but what's really sus is they didn't show us the flag. So you know when they're commenting, like the commentators, oh, there's a flag on the field.
Yeah.
Like they saw it.
Yeah.
Or they heard it on the headset.
Yeah.
And not only that, you know on the scorecards, like on the let's say for example Chiefs against Eagles, like the scores and all that, like NBC or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. On the right side,
it says flag and it says yellow.
Yes, it said flag, bro. It said flag, and then they like took it off, hella quick.
Really?
I'm like, what? And then they just went about the day like nothing.
But usually when that happens, they would like the refs would come together and then the bill would be like, "Oh, sorry, there's no flag on the
But why would they do? Why wouldn't they do that? Imagine you telling me you threw a flag. Oh yeah, there is no flag on the play. They do it. It's my conspiracy. This is what I believe. They do it just in case. They do it just in case. He caught it. I'm dead.
Wait, that kind of makes sense.
It makes sense. Oh, hide that flag, man. It makes sense.
That kind of.
The commentator saw it. The commenting on the bars on the bottom of the TV, like the scores and all that, it flag on a play. Like the yellow thing came on. And then no refs came on the field and say, hey, there's no flag or nothing. Because if they did, it would have been even more sus. Because mind you, this is a playoff game, so everybody's watching it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I mean? And then, and that was game. Everybody ran to the middle of the field, and then they just shook hands. And that's it. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I just think I gotta win, but like, damn. Wait,
so okay, if he did catch it, like they would just have to come up with like a reason why they like. I'm
pretty sure they do this on purpose.
Oh, when they come together and they talk and they.
Hey man, so they just say they all come. Hey man, what are we gonna call? Pass interference? Holding? I got you. Pass interference? I'm telling you, bro. It makes sense, and they do this all the time. Look, man. Also, this. I kind of want the Super Bowl logo theory to actually work, because the Chiefs are gonna win. Unfortunately, right now, my team sucks. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? Right there, the star, baby. Let's get it. And the Super Bowl logo theory. I know we're in a drought. 30 years. It's just fine. Because it doesn't matter, baby. Look at this. The Super Bowl logo has been released for the next year, 2026. And guess what colors are on it?
The Cowboys.
Baby blue and blue. So we have a chance. It might be us after 30 years. I'm just saying. Bro. So the Chiefs better win, because this theory better keep going. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Man's a little too confident right now.
No, I'm just saying. But yeah, that's pretty much the. I mean, like, dude, like, come on.
Wait, and then have you seen those videos on TikTok when they make fun of like Patrick Mahomes meeting up with the refs before the game, and then he
gives him that like.
he gives him like yeah. And then he like gives him like a handshake, and then
all right.
like.
Let me say this right. Who's on the side of the Chiefs? Who watches the Chiefs?
Taylor Swift.
What did Taylor Swift bring? Her fans.
Yeah.
What are her friends? More views. More views? What does that mean? More money. More money? More worldwide. Because you know how Taylor Swift is worldwide, right?
Yeah.
More worldwide. What is the NFL? The NFL doesn't just want to be United States.
No, yeah, that's why they're going.
That's why they play in Mexico.
Yeah.
They play in Germany, London. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they want to be more like not just focused. They want to be international brand. It makes sense, bro. And then all of a sudden, they're like, Taylor's in our Taylor, because you know how she has a boyfriend, right?
Yeah, Jason.
The tight end guy.
Wait, what's his name?
I don't know his
Travis
name.
Kelce. Travis
Kelce, right?
Jason is his brother.
Yeah, Travis Kelce, right? I would see every single game she's going to be there. Yeah. And then what pisses me off, they always show her, bro. Oh, my God. Bro, we're watching the Super Bowl, and then here you go. Like, just like her, like, just, you know, copying up and all that. Which, obviously, you know, it's more money. And it makes sense because they're doing it 3 years back to back. But the thing is, it's never been happened before. The 3P never happened. And then that owner has those words, bought. It was on the business thing. 3P.
That's kind of like, why would you buy it when you haven't like officially like won the third like Super Bowl?
Hey, all I know is that this theory better keep going because I can't wait till next year, baby. We back.
Bro. He says it's now, but
we're
next
back.
year.
We're back.
No.
But yeah, that's pretty much the conspiracy theory of the Super Bowl logo.
It makes sense. Because there's a lot of people that hate the Chiefs.
Also, think about this, right? Because a lot of people are saying, hey, it might not be rigged. Like, yeah, it might not be rigged, like, player-wise. You're like, you know how a lot of people say that, hey, man, I showed up and they gave me a script to follow. No, I don't think it's like that. I think it's just the refs and, like, the high-end people, like, know about it. Not the players. You know what I mean? The players, how is they going to play as... They want to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just going to give them a script. Hey, man, you're going to get injured in this game. Such and such. You're going to make a touchdown. No, I don't think it's like that. I think it's the refs. And then that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of the calls, you can't overturn.
Yeah.
A lot of them, you can't. Once the refs say something, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. But also think about it. How does Vegas make money? If they fix the games. Because I think maybe the NFL was not rigged to a certain point. But, you know, once Vegas and money comes into gambling, like, hey, yo, like all money's on the Chiefs or all money's on the Eagles. You know, the underdog is always going to win. Mm-hmm. That's just how it is because that's how they make money. It makes sense how, hey, yo, man, I give you a cool meal. Don't call. Go to Patrick Mahomes, man. Throw that flag at the end of the play, man.
Bro.
But yeah, that's pretty much the Super Bowl logo theory. Hopefully it keeps going.
Okay. So, you know, like, of course, the Eiffel Tower, right?
Yeah, in France, right? I'm just playing. In France, bro.
Okay. So basically, there's this theory, right? They basically say that the Eiffel Tower is like satanic, right?
Like evil worshiping.
Yeah. It's basically like, okay, it's basically an occult. I think I'm saying that right. Occult symbol or gateway to dark forces, right? And here's like what they're saying about it. So basically, the Eiffel Tower, the way that it's made, it says that they have like sacred geometry, the way that they made it. So
or like secret like symbolism and stuff like that.
Yeah. So they're saying that the way that the Eiffel Tower is made, it resembles a spirit pillar, which is like it's just basically this long like column of like concrete, and it has symbols on it, and it's basically like a spirit pillar, so it's like spiritual right there, like the whole thing is spiritual, right? Also, one thing is,
I'm pretty sure whoever designs it, you don't think they're like, yo, I know this is going to be like worldwide news when I make it. This is kind of going to be like centuries old and everybody's going to be taking pictures, doing dinners. You know what I mean? It's a big, like, big thing. Let me put some symbolism in it.
Just wait. So, and then on these spirit pillars, there's a lot of symbols that are used to represent the connection between Earth and the spirit realm, right? And then they say because of this, it says that the Eiffel Tower has so much power, or is associated with so much power and energy flow, because of the symbolism that's like hidden in the Eiffel Tower, and the way that it's connected to like the spirit realm. And with this, there's another another version of the theory that says that like the Eiffel Tower is somewhat like connected to the Illuminati.
Well, everything is connected at this point, bro.
So, like, of course, like, the Illuminati is, like, a secret society that is often, like, linked with, like, world domination. And, like, they just want to be in control and in power, basically. So, they said that this theory, it said that the Eiffel Tower is thought to be a part of a larger, like, system that the Illuminati has. So basically, you know, like the Eiffel Tower is just like tourist like attraction. Like you go there.
I think they also have a restaurant at the top.
Yeah. So a lot of people go there, right? So they're saying that the Illuminati has like control of all, like different places, including you know what is it called? The Great Pyramids, right? A lot of people go there.
The Giza pyramids in Egypt.
Yeah, the Great Pyramids. Yeah. Basically that, and also the Washington Monument. You know where like
I've seen that.
The presidents.
That by itself is already sus.
So they're saying that the Illuminati controls all these three. So, because think about it, all these people come take pictures with it. So the Illuminati is kind of like in control of these like famous places. So imagine like the control they have over a huge amount of people. Because of these famous places.
And I think about it, when they take pictures of those, well, not of the symbols, but when people like post up with the Eiffel Tower or with the Giza, those symbols are on the object. So you're kind of like, think about it, kind of sharing the ideology or like the symbolism, you know?
And also another thing that like kind of supports that the Eiffel Tower brings dark forces is have you heard of the catacombs of like Paris? The ones
on the ground.
Yeah. So basically, in these catacombs, there's like a lot of like rituals and like evil things happen there.
But originally, I think the catacombs were built because there was a disease going on.
Yeah, and then that's how they like
dispose of the bodies. Because you know, back in the day, they didn't know was like, hey, yo, what's causing this? We don't know, or we don't know if it's still like if once you die, if you're still like how do you say when you can still spread it? Oh, when you can still like spread the disease to other people.
It's still contagious.
Still contagious. There you go. Like if once you die of like the flu or something, hey, we don't know if you're still contagious or not. Yeah. Obviously, back then the technology is way different compared to now, you know. So they would just like shove them in there. I don't know, and then their bodies would obviously rot. Yeah. And then I've seen a lot of pictures where like there's a lot of skeletons and like stuff like that. And also
like if you've seen that movie, I kind of forgot the title, but As Far as Below, I think. Where have you seen the movie?
No, but I heard about it.
It's basically it kind of is like a group of people that go in the catacombs, and it's like kind of inspired by real life, but kind of not, because it has like.
Also, have you heard? Because you know a lot of people are attracted to Paris, you know, the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that, but also the catacombs. So I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, because you don't know, nobody has mapped out the catacombs.
Yeah.
So and then there's been a lot of instances where like you get lost, and once you get lost, bro,
you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
And think about it, right? There's no cops down there. There's like a Wild West down there. If you don't have no light, bro,
you're done.
Bro, I've seen videos where like, I don't know if you heard or seen this, that there's a tourist. I mean, the people who give tours.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? I've seen that. So there's people that give tours, but they're not official tour people. They just like, hey, I make sign money. I can take you down there wherever you want to go. And then, because I don't know if you know, like BBC America, you know those like geography people that go interview people like that, or do like tours like that. And then they were taking them, and the tour guide's like, "Hey man, let me go in front. You guys gotta be careful because." And then this is when you're already in, bro, deep in. This is not when you tell them in the front. You're supposed to tell them in the front. He tells them, "Hey, make sure you guys don't do anything stupid here. If you see somebody, just mind your business because you don't know who's down here." Or what the intentions are. And this guy's like, once they're like deep in the tunnels, and mind you, when you look around, bro, it all looks the same. You get lost, and it's dark if you have no lights, you know. And he tells them, "Hey, just letting you know, we have a lot of competition here." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" "Well, I'm not the only person giving tours. So what they do is they put like sticky bombs, bro."
Really?
You know that?
No.
Yeah, and they like, cause you're kind of like taking their territory, taking their money. So they put like like lines, like invisible lines. You know those like tiny thread lines.
Yeah.
On the ground. So when you pass it, boom, it explodes. And they were talking about that. And they were just like, bruh,
like
how
you see?
How you, yeah, barely telling me now. And then he takes him to a room. And then they're having like playing video games or something like that in a room, like a group of kids, like hella deep in there. Like, oh, what's up, guys? And they're like playing video games or like having a bonfire, bro, in the middle of like the tunnels.
That's crazy.
And mind you, like if somebody wants to do something to you, hey man, I know about these catacombs. You wanna go? Let's go. But he knows the way. You don't. He leaves your ass in there.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's scary though.
Yeah, it really is. So basically, like going back to the theory, is that like there's a lot of evil things that happen in these catacombs. They're saying that like the reason why there's so much bad things, you could say is because of the Eiffel Tower, because it brings like so much dark energy and like dark forces. And mind you, the catacombs are like only 3 miles away from the.
They're only 3 miles?
Yeah, the catacombs is 3 miles away from the Eiffel Tower.
Mm-hmm.
So like it kind of shows that like if the Eiffel Tower does bring these dark forces, then like it could like.
But also, if you think about it, like if it does bring dark forces or like like the rituals and all that satanic people do go in there, maybe it wasn't like no like demonic stuff in there. But now that they're doing rituals in there, now there's like new demons in there. You don't know like bad ghosts, stuff like that. You know. And now, see, think about it. Not only doing the satanic rituals, but all those are bodies.
Yeah. If and there's like real like bro like bones are in there.
Yeah, there's bones in there, so you don't think like if they're trapped, the ghosts or stuff like that, like spiritual box in there.
Yeah, it's just like a place for like a lot of energies in there.
Well, yeah, like a lot of energy, negative energy too, for sure.
So it's just like a really bad place in general.
Would you never go in there?
Hell no, I would never go in there because I know like if even with a tour guide, I would never go in there. I'm not.
Well, since we're in the catacombs, let me say one quick side story. Have you been in a cave before?
No, I've never been.
So, back when I went to my college days,
okay,
we went.
Go again.
We went to there was a cave. Everybody talked about it. There was a cave, and we all went. And mind you, like I guess this cave was well known, but we're freshmen or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so we went there. So it's like a staircase that just leads down. I'll go. We're all going one by one. And as soon as you get down, it's like a big kind of like a meadow. So it's like a big area of the cave. And there's like obviously beers and stuff like that. It's college, you know what I mean? And in the middle, you have like bonfire. But there's a side area where you just keep going down and down. Really? And I don't know. I didn't know it was a thing that there's cave divers.
Yeah.
Do you know? I didn't know that. We're not obviously cave divers. But I'm talking about like where you have to crawl and like.
Yes.
And like they have to hold their breath to like get in. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know that.
Right. How do you know that?
And then we were going down. I remember it rained because in this area it rains a lot. So obviously a lot of the rain get into the dirt and it's all mud. Mm-hmm. So the downer we go, it's starting to get to a point where I have to like crawl.
Really?
Yeah, it's starting to crawl. But you can still like, there's nothing like suffocating your body.
Yeah.
And we're getting to a point where like, oh yeah, bro, to go in there, you need to like get in there. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm good. And the next thing you know, we see a light coming from the, bro, I almost screamed, bro, like legit. And it was one of those guys, bro. It was one of those guys that was doing the cave thing.
Those cave divers?
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, man, it was scary. I'm like, bro, it's like if you turn your flashlight off,
you can't see. It's pitch black.
You can't even see your hand, bro. And there's bats in there too, so like you hear like the flaps going around. And yeah, when they have the little helmet, the light in front, we saw that. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Is this a minor ghost or something like that? And we all got scared. Wow. But yeah, just a little side story. But yeah, man, stuff like that. And I can't imagine the catacombs, like, bro, we're gonna go in there, and then only 5 come out instead of 6.
No, I would never do that.
And then the emergency people are not gonna go in there, bro. They're not gonna go and find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like they know that like if you go down there, like that's your.
It's like a Wild West.
That's like your problem. Like you're not gonna get any help out there.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for watching the podcast.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.